Guys, so a lot of saw a new video from the entrepreneur that said that the Uber's new surge was gonna be $1,000 less a month that drivers could uh, lose from this new surge. First of all, I'm Fred. I'm an Uber driver here in El Paso, Texas, and I've been Ubering probably longer than most um, Uber tubers. Um, I've been Ubering for since the year 2015. I don't have as many rides as most of the Uber tubers. I'm about at 2,500 trips because I've been doing it part time. Now, um, what this means uh, for um, for Uber is not that it's better. Um, First of all, I may be the only person that says this. I actually like the new Surge. Um, because back in the day with the old surge, I would have to cancel trips to get the right trip, and sometimes I wouldn't get that surge, that 3x surge or that 5x surge, or I would get a 5x surge, and it would be a really short trip, and then the surge would, after the trip ended, the surge would be gone. So with this new surge, it stays there, actually stays there longer, and you do get that extra amount, as soon as you're in that area. So that means that you're in a win situation, even if you don't get a good trip, and it does adjust if it's a longer distance. Like for me, it did adjust for the trips. It did adjust accordingly. It wasn't just the $4 extra. I had a trip that was $4.50 extra, and it adjusted to $10 um, because of the route. So it was about an 11-mile trip, and it was a $5 surge for $4.50, 4.75, something like that, and it did adjust to $10. Um, I like the new surge. I think it's for the better for drivers. Now, the thing is that all these Uber tours, um, even the ones that talk bad about Uber, I mean, they do good because thanks to them, entrepreneur, we got tipping in the app, and this was a big issue because I remember you couldn't even ask for a tip without getting reported. And Now you can actually ask people to tip. Hey, just if you wanna stop by a gas station, please just give me a tip. That's good. I like that. I mean, no way. Like I remember back in 2015 that I mean you would get really crappy trips, man, like $3 and $2 and like 2.75 or $3, and like people would be um the drivers were different. I'm sorry, the passengers were really what's the word? They were really entitled, like, oh, you're gonna have to stop at Waterbury, and you would have to take them to Waterbury for 40 minutes and be there and get paid scraps. Um, Now, I think this is for the better, because rideshare is complete. It's evolving, and it's already to a point where what I see is that it actually pays better. Cause I was a driver when the rates were at like $2 a mile for UberX, and yeah, I made $50 on one trip on average, right? But it would only be one trip every 5 hours, and not even that. I mean, I would make about $10 in one trip, or $5 sometimes, or $15. It was before they even had instant pay. So and then you know the adjustments happened and things like that. And you would be like, oh damn, what do I do? How do I fight this? So you know it was we didn't have the support to call, and that was bad. I mean, I remember one time I had a surge that was like 10x in Halloween back in 2015 or 2016, and it was like a $300 ride, and I was like, yeah, this is awesome. And then I remember I went to sleep, and I woke up the next day, and the surge was it, it was a negative, like somebody had said that I had taken an efficient route, and it was only like $100. So I couldn't call support. I couldn't do anything. I just sent an email. I remember feeling very frustrated, but it did work. I mean, I was able to get it back. Um, what was I gonna say? So the point is of this video is, yes, Uber is okay. So why am I doing Uber? And if you're doing Uber, and it's not because it's the best paying job in the world, right? I mean, let's let's get this clear, because this is something that people don't understand. To be an Uber driver, you really need to have a really good driving record. You need to have no criminal record whatsoever to drive for Uber. Okay? Because if you have a slight misdemeanor, your ass is deactivated. Okay? So it's a really hard job to keep. I mean, not everybody can be an Uber driver. Okay? It's not that, oh, we're so many drivers out there. No. I know a lot of people that have a nasty background and don't pass the background check. And if they don't pass a background check for, like, it's easier to pass a background check for a regular job, because like a regular job, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll give you a shot, you know, or they'll want to talk to you and see what happened, and sometimes they'll be like, hey, well, what happened, what was this about, and they'll give you the benefit of the doubt, right? Uber, fuck no. Uber will, like, they won't even, you won't talk to anybody. You don't pass it, that's it. Okay. Now, there are a lot of jobs out there that pay better than Uber. Okay, sales jobs, jobs that require a degree. But yeah, overall, if you want a job that pays better than Uber, you can get one. Sales. Just go to a big city, Phoenix, Austin, San Francisco, and find another job, right? In sales, and you'll make good money. You'll make 20 grand a month, 10 grand a month, and you won't have to drive. But the the thing is that with a regular job, and here's why I do rideshare, and this is why people keep doing rideshare, or deliveries and all that crap, right? You are not gonna get the same flexibility in your job that you get in Uber, because I don't care what you tell me, Uber, if you drive at night, I mean, or if you drive certain hours, you're gonna make $100. Hey, what's up, man? I actually wanted to talk about last time, because last time I was working. You want to do a live chat? I actually saw this video of entrepreneur, and I had to rant, man. But how's everything going? Hey, how do you go live on like uh, like on a two-way chat? Yeah, man. Did you see that video that the entrepreneur made? That the new surge, the new surge for me is actually the same as the old surge. But yeah, man. Like, it's the new surge. It's not as bad as they make it, man. Like, I uh I got a $70 surge from the new surge, so it's been more beneficial. But yeah, man, I got a job offer in Phoenix that's paying really good, but I don't wanna actually take it because Uber has that flexibility, and it's what I'm. It's kind of like the reason I'm doing Uber, because it's still good money, but it's not. I don't have to like freaking be there, because the thing that I don't have a the reason why I don't have a job And it's why people forget, man. Because when you're in a job, the community in your job, you sometimes you have to kiss ass and be liked in that job. It's politics and things like that. And when I'm driving for Uber, like I don't have to deal with that. Like I don't have to, you know, you know, think about what other people think of me on a job. And all these politics that happen on a job, and that's why I left my previous job. But yeah, Uber. Like the thing is that it doesn't require a lot of responsibility. You just pick somebody up, take them to their destination, and that's it. And sometimes you might get a passenger that's like obnoxious, but you know, you just leave him and there, and you'll never deal with them again. But an actual job, man, if there's a coworker that you don't like, you have to deal with that coworker. I mean, and you have to pretend that you like them or some shit like that, man. And that's and no matter where you go, I mean, in a job, someone might not like you, and there's nothing you can do about it. You just have bad luck maybe, and you can't be liked by everybody. So you know, politics in a job really suck. And but yeah, I mean, I don't understand why people say Uber is not a good job. I mean, it may not pay as good as other jobs, but it's actually more stable, because in an actual job, your job isn't just up to you. It's up to other factors. Because yeah, people say, well, you can be deactivated from Uber if someone complains, right? But you can lose your job the same way. If somebody makes a false report of sexual harassment or fake gossip, because a lot of states are at will, you know, they're at will employers. So your ass is gone. I mean, people lose their careers for nothing. There's some like the TV anchors and Bill Cosby. All these famous people losing their careers for something they just said. For and that TV, the news, what was that? The weather, that weatherman that said he called black people Martin Luther Coon instead of Martin Luther King. Um, he lost his job for that flop. So it's the same thing. I mean, at least with Uber, I can fight it. And it has happened. I've actually had a false report for being like under the influence supposedly, but I was able to fight it and I got it within a week. And but yeah, um, it's a pretty crazy. I mean, I think for me, Uber is more stable because you can actually move around and drive in other cities if you want, and you can do Uber Eats. But it's a great tool. It's a great plan B. Like if you happen to lose your job, it's a good thing to have Uber there to back you up. Just to feed the family and stuff. Because it does pay for bills. Like, and lately, it's been more than minimal. I mean, there's drivers out there that if they work 60, 70 hours or 80 hours, they make more than $1,000, and that's great. And I know it's a lot of hours, but what other job is going to offer you that you're able to work 80 hours and you're going to get your money instantly? Um, you know, no other job is going to freaking do that. So, you know, why say that Uber is a bad deal when it's like there to freaking back you up? I mean, it's a nice, like, I have peace of mind, man. That's good. 1,400 bucks. That's really good. Like, I have peace of mind when I quit my job. I had that peace of mind that I wasn't gonna be cashless after I quit, because when you have Uber and Lyft and all these other apps, um, you have that peace of mind that you can actually go out there and drive and make ends meet in the end. And yeah, I mean, it's a great side hustle. I mean, and in my experience, it actually has gotten better, man. Like Actually, I was talking earlier that I started Uber when the rates were $2 a mile, but you wouldn't get a request, and like I would make $50 maybe in like one trip. Like I remember one trip it was like 10 miles or something like that, and I made like 15 miles. I made like $70, but then I didn't get a request until like 2 a.m. But yeah, I definitely will, man. I'm actually getting ready to go out to work, but nah, man. No, don't listen to the haters. And if you ever get tired of Uber, just yeah, you can go back and go to the corporate world again, or go to the corporate world, get a job, and whatever. And if it's a good job that they treat you right, then yeah, keep it. You know. But the good thing is that rideshare will always be there, to help if you're not, actually, successful in that job. And that's why I'm not gonna get mad at Uber and talk talk shit and be like, oh, freaking Uber is screwing drivers. And I'm like, why do you say that? Because every job does that. Like every single job out there screws you over. I mean, it's like that in every job. When I worked at Dish, um, I I remember the commissions changed, and that these commissions, they said they're gonna be so much better, and they're gonna improve. You're gonna get more commission for selling other products, blah blah blah, and we ended up getting less money. Spectrum, same thing. They said, well, we are gonna make, we're gonna change commissions, and you're gonna be able to sell internet, blah blah, everything. We ended up making so much less with Spectrum. A sales rep in Spectrum would make $8,000 a month on average. And after that new commission changed, 2.5 thousand a month, full time, less than an Uber driver. Well, not less, but yeah, less, because an Uber driver full time will make at least 4,000, 3 to 4,000. And yeah, you don't have to use your car, but still, and it's not even freaking, you know, because in Spectrum, I remember I worked more than 40 hours a week. I would work from 8 to 6, 8 to 7, 8 to 8, and I was clearing 3,000, 3.5 thousand. With Uber, if I do those hours, I'll make more than 1,000 a week, for sure. If I work 60 hours with Uber, I'll make more than that. So, so don't hate on Uber, and don't say that it's a bad deal, because it's a good pillow. When you are employed and you have to have kids to feed, rideshare, Uber, Caviar, TaskRabbit, DoorDash, Favor, they are great little cushions to have, so that you don't get put in a situation that can give you, a hard time. So don't hate on Uber, because Uber is awesome, honestly. Um, have Uber. Don't be like, oh, I'm gonna delete all the apps. Have Uber to benefit you some way. Have it because it's gonna be there to support you when you lose your job. And yeah, if you ever get tired of, oh, I don't want to drive for Uber anymore, then quit. Quit it for a little bit. Go out there and work, and then if you're at your job and you see that things aren't working out, you can drive again for Uber and look for another job, and that's it. Or, you know, that's what I do. That's why I only drive part time. But when there's something I don't like in my stable job, well, when I had a job, I wouldn't feel bad about quitting and going back to Uber. When other people that have their job that don't do Uber or don't have rideshare, they're like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay and you know take this situation and whatever, And I don't deal with that. If I don't like something at a job, I just quit and leave. And with Uber, easy, easy breezy. But I'm gonna go out there and work.